Welcome to Spacebound's 9 Oddest Couples in the World. The world is filled with oddities which are rare to be seen. In fact, these oddities are so rare that you should be thankful you get to know about them at all. Number 9. Married Eiffel Tower. Paris is known as the world's capital city of love. In fact, the love is so in the air in the city that people tend to love everything, which may not be limited to human beings. A female soldier was so affected by such a love disease that she decided to marry her favorite and beloved landmark, the Eiffel Tower, and she even changed her name after it. Number 8. Small in XL. Tall people often despair about finding a life partner of their equivalent height, and the tallest man in the world, Sultan Kosin, who was 8 foot and 3 inches tall, shared the same worry as well. But the fate had something else in store for him. As fate would have it, Merv Debo, who was nearly 5 feet tall, ended up becoming his bride. Number 7. Virtual marriage. The technology is progressing at such a rapid speed in this world. A new scientific breakthrough is seen on news every other day. The same goes for video games. Cute and hot female characters are something which can make most nerds drool over them. One of such fantasy boys decided to take his ideal bride, Nini Angasaki, from the Nintendo DS virtual dating game Love Plus in 2009. The groom is a Japanese man who goes by the alias of Saul 9000. Number 6. Share with thy friend. Maria Butsky, who was the mother of 2, could not decide between her husband Paul and her new lover Peter Grumman when she gave birth to her second child. The usual case in such marriage situations is fighting, more fighting, and a lot of fighting, which leads to the divorce, but Maria decided she wanted both of them. So she decided to move Peter Grumman in her home in Barking alongside Paul and their 2 children Laura and Amy in 2012. 2 men staying in the same home sharing the same wife is something which could lead to catastrophic house fights, but both men became such good friends that they are more than happy to make their porn fantasies of threesomes a reality. Number 5. Life is a roller coaster. The Eiffel Tower in Paris has gotten married and is leading a very happily married life with its French wife, and apparently that very act has lit a fire in the amusement park rides like a roller coaster in Pennsylvania. Amy Wolf, a New Yorker, got her heart captured by such a roller coaster 1001 knot and decided to have a happy married life with it. Apparently the 1001 knot is not the first intimate love of Amy, as she has already enjoyed romantic relationships with the model spaceships, the Twin Towers, and a banister. Number 4. The Awesome Me. Everybody is awesome in his or her own eyes, but for some people can take it to a whole nother level. As Whitney Houston once said that learning to love yourself is the greatest form of love, but it seems that Liu Yi got the wrong message from Houston's quote. He has loved himself so much that he decided to marry himself on the New Year's Eve in 2007. Liu Yi, who is 44 years old, admits that he is a little narcissistic. I think that's an understatement though. He exchanged the vows of marriage with a cardboard cutout of himself to show the world of his dissatisfaction and disappointment with the reality. It could only mean that nobody could keep up with the mighty Liu Yi. Number 3. Love the animals like you love people. We all know that animals have feelings as well, so we shouldn't mistreat them. The loyalty and love from animals, like dogs, is something which cannot be found in even humans. But Amanda Rogers decided to take that love a bit too far when she decided to marry her pooch, whose name was Shiba. This isn't Amanda's first husband, since her last husband was a human being whom she was married to for almost 20 years, but she couldn't work it out with him, so she decided to take an entirely different apooch this time. Get it? A pooch? Number 2. Love the animals, well, to a limit. The love for the animals is flourishing, even in the countries like India, where a 30-year-old female decided to marry a cobra who she named Bala Das. According to her, the groom, Mr. Bala Das, came to see her every time she put milk near the anthole, which was the residence of Mr. Bala Das. The locals seemed pretty happy about this marriage, as well as they seemed to believe that this marriage would bring prosperity to their area. Pretty superstitious if you ask me. And finally, number 1. Real Twilight. Aro Draven and Leah Benninghoff are a married couple who have a lot more in common with each other than any other couple in the world. The most notable of their shared prospects is that they drink each other's blood every week. They met on a dating website in 2013 and hit each other with love arrows at first sight. They even decided they wanted to marry on Halloween with a gothic-styled wedding. Now try to live up to that, Twilight. And that tops it off for our 9 oddest couples in the world. My name has been Games Done Right. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And also make sure to check out a couple more Spacebound's recommended videos. Thank you, and have yourselves a great day.